देखे क्रिकेट टीवी जहां मिलेगी क्रिकेट की सारी बातें जहां जोश भी है जहां होश भी है जहां क्रिकेट है आओ देखे क्रिकेट टीवी। आई एम प्रिया जोशी और मेरे साथ हैं क्रिकेट लवर हेतवी पटेल, डाई हार्ड क्रिकेट लवर, and our expert, Mr. Nikhil Morsawala. Welcome to
You to qualify Hetvi's love. She loves only RCB.
Highly biased.
Yeah, good.
I also want to welcome all our fans and our viewers. Welcome to all of you, especially to those who are joining us for the show review. तो आज बात करेंगे आरसीबी और एमआई के बीच में। तो सबसे पहले मैं ये कहूँगी कि क्रिकेट जो है ये सिर्फ एक स्पोर्ट नहीं है हमारे लिए, हमारे देश में। इट इज ऑल्सो एन इमोशन, सो लेट अस रिव्यू दैट इमोशन एंड वील टॉक अबाउट आरसीबी वर्सेस एमआई। लेकिन उससे पहले hit the like button, subscribe button and share the video if you like it. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं रिव्यू के साथ। It was a fantastic match and it was played well by Nadine D. Clark. She stole the show completely. और लास्ट बॉल तक पता नहीं था कि कौन जीतेगा। तो we'll start with Hetvi. Hetvi, what do you think? What is your review of the match?
I think it was the perfect opening match. I mean, that's what we want. Last ball the game jai. And the crowd showed up for WPL. That was another like great initiative. वो भी saturation point पे WPL पहुंच गया है. It's not no more building interest. It has built the interest of viewers. And that's why we are here recording it. RCB played brilliantly. There were hiccups. Wickets गए उनके one after another. So it was Narendra Klerk that took the momentum. Mumbai Indians too had hiccups. उन्होंने काफी balls छोड़े, काफी run outs. I mean, Narendra Klerk का run out उनसे miss हुआ. So that happened. Lauren Bell was great. She was a great find. We did not see a lot of Indian players. Something I missed. They did not really play. They were not the highlight of the match. I think Mumbai Indian captain उनका behavior quite same था जो World Cup में हमने देखा है. And like Nikhil sir said in the preview itself, it will be one person that will change the match. It will be one person that will, that will depend. The winning will depend upon. So it was Narendra Klerk.
Absolutely. Sir, what would you say?
Yeah, so I think 2, 3 observations on yesterday's match. I think the first 3 overs or the first 4 overs of both the innings sort of set the outcome. Was sort of it it was, I think, very odd that Amelia Kerr was completely bogged down by the bowling of Lauren Bell. First over, maiden in a T20, unheard of, generally unheard of. It's very unusual for a maiden over to be bowled in a T20, that to the first over, when it's power play and you can slash the ball and hit the ball whichever you want. If you were watching the match, you saw the ball moving a lot because it was not that Amelia Kerr was not trying. She was trying to hit, but by the time she never judged the movement of the ball the way she should have judged it. So she missed. She was just swinging and missing, swinging and missing, swinging and missing. First over, no runs. Second over, forgetting her name, the opener, she made about 9, 10. She made 10 runs. Third over, 1 run. At the end of 10 overs, 3 overs, you were at 11 for no loss, and at the end of 4 overs, you were 15 for no loss. Now, match compare that to Bangalore. Bangalore came in swinging.
Yeah.
First three overs, 40 runs. At the end of 4 overs, 41 for 1. Now, 15 for no loss, 41 for 1. I mean, I think there is where the difference came in. And I think whether to give credit to Lauren Bell for bowling well, or whether to discredit Amelia Kerr and say, no, she did not judge the bowling well, I don't know. Because it's very easy for us to sit here and talk. But when you're on the pitch, it's difficult. And I think the ball was moving a lot. I was watching. I mean, it was just whizzing past. And I think everything was very uneven. So I think that difference came in over there. And then, of course, later on, Mumbai Indians picked up. Their later on batsmen took them to a decent score in spite of the first few overs not giving them a good average, which put up a challenge for RCB. And then RCB lost their way in between till about when Richa Ghosh lost a wicket at 65 for 5. You thought it was done, right? I mean,
Yeah.
Smriti gone, Richa gone, then who's left? But everybody forgot about one person who played so well in the World Cup
Welcome.
and now was continuing her form, and she played the innings of her life. I mean, look at the last over. Dot ball, dot ball. You need 18 runs, right? Dot dot. And then 6-4, 6-4. Now that's not easy to do. Even if you sometimes think was the match fixed, you can't fix such things, right? You cannot predict how well you can hit, can it go for a six or a four or not. You can get run out. You can give a catch if you want to fix something. But you don't know whether you can go for a six or a four. I think that ability that Nadine de Klerk showed was brilliant. And I think that put the crowd on tenterhooks. That made the match very interesting. A very unique feature of the match is there was two lives in one ball for de Klerk.
Yeah.
Catch dropped. She's running. Amanjot Kaur picks up the ball. The catch is dropped by Kher. Amanjot picks up the ball, throws it into the wicketkeeper. She fails to collect properly. De Klerk is nowhere in the picture. She's far away from the crease. And the wicketkeeper breaks the base with her gloves without the ball in her hand. So one ball, catch dropped, run out missed. Now these type of, you cannot make these type of mistakes. The moment you do that, again you're lost, right? And that too for a batter who's like going to take the game away from you. And if you give her two lives in one ball, something is wrong. So I think yeah, all in all, a lot of missed chances. Great game, good beginner. I think it put everybody like, oh wow, it's going to be a great humdinger for us. Some disappointments. Shriyanka Patil didn't discharge herself well. Only one run. Both the captains were like, ठीक है, sort of played well, didn't thoda khila, thoda nahi khile. So I think the people whom we wanted to watch and wanted to play did not do that yesterday. Midlaker's batting was a huge disappointment. So she came back with a good bowling performance, and I think that sort of dictated the course of the match. But all in all, a great match. I think very well done.
Yeah. Hetvi, do you think that MI was quite mismanaged, especially in the critical phases of the game, the pressure overs? What do you think?
I think I mean we expected a lot from MI.
Hmm.
Unse, I mean RCB, it's expected with the name or whatever. RCB often lacked, a seamer who can hold shape under pressure. And now that they have Bell and they have Nadine the Clark, they are helping them. So and Mumbai Indians, we discussed it last time as well. It looks a very well balanced team, and you do not expect a certain kind of performance from them, especially misfieldings or crucial dropping crucial catches. तो वो एक I think उनसे थोड़ा मिस हो गया.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I think crowd would have been expecting मुंबई में गेम खेल रहे थे तो मुंबई के लिए सपोर्ट ज्यादा था कल.
So do you think that
Honestly, on that question, I would actually find fault with the Bangalore captain because if you see
Mhm.
the scoring pattern, if you see the bowling, the way she handled her best bowler, Lauren Bell, you had at the end of 11 overs, Mumbai was 67,
Yeah,
okay, at 6 point something. And they ended up with what, 154.
156.
That means in 9 overs, they made 90 runs. Why that happened was that their best bowlers were bowled out till 11 overs. Bell had completed 4 overs. And so did the one more bowler whose name I'm not getting right now. But I think that if Bell had been there towards the end and had been given the 18th over or 17th over and kept if she had been kept in reserve for that, I don't think Mumbai would have reached that score because the batters went berserk in the last 5 overs because the bowlers who were coming, Radha Yadav coming in after a long time, she didn't play. She didn't play the World Cup out of practice. She's a good bowler, but she's coming into competitive cricket after a very long time at an international stage, right? You're playing against international players, so I think that maybe somewhere Smriti Mandana sort of I think should have kept back a couple of good bowlers towards the last 4 or 5 overs to control the run flow. She must have thought that her logic could have been that नहीं उसको भी bowling दे दो शायद और 2-3 विकेट ले लेंगे तो मैच खत्म होने
Sure.
लगेगा because sometimes that thought process goes because at the end of 11 overs even Harmanpreet was back in the pavilion at 67 for 5 or something like that. So maybe that was the logic, but she has sort of Sajana, or I think the lady Sanjeeva Sajana, 45 of 25
Yes,
balls, and
yes.
Nicola carried 40 of 29. They could take Mumbai to that very respectable
Good.
164 or whatever they made. So I think there is where I think the captains, even the winning captain, has to think: did I do something right or wrong? She won.
Mm.
British team won, but she has to think: how could my opponent reach 167? I allowed that to happen. In spite of the first 3 overs going for 15 runs, your 17 overs went for 150 runs. Not good. So I think that's something that they need to sit and think. Harmanpreet, I think, has come in on a euphoria. She could have
Mm.
been made some mistakes out of her, overconfidence, or coming in after that massive win that we had. So one doesn't blame her. One doesn't blame Preeti also. She's done so many World Cup, big stuff she's done. So I think all in all a good match, and they'll learn. I think the management will be sitting with them and analyzing the match and saying ये क्यों किया, ये कैसे हुआ, कल नहीं करना चाहिए, वापस मत करिए. This time they scraped through last ball. Next time it may not happen.
Yeah, true. So one question to both of you. Do you think that this win by RCB is going to signal a shift in the momentum and the mindset of people in this season?
It will.
Well, it is a short format, and we discussed that yesterday that the initial matches will, you know, sh- will give the momentum that it needs. So yes, RCB will walk in with the kind of confidence, but like Nikhil sir said, there are a lot of loopholes they'll have to work on. It was not, they did not win just because they were good at it. Maybe. I mean, they had lackings, and they'll have to look into it. So, but yeah, Mumbai Indians will come on strong today, hopefully.
Just one quick observation before we wind up this review. I think the batting will have to come good because it's very difficult pitch to bat on. If you watch them play bowling yesterday, it wasn't a batter's pitch. So even though Bangalore made 40 runs in the first 3 overs, it was more because of I think the expertise of the opening batter of Bangalore. I forget her name. She's a foreign
Grace
player.
Harris.
Oh my God, she was fantastic. The way she faced skipper Brunt, the way she hits her all over the place. I think it was a skill that came into play. So I think the batting skill on these type of pitches is going to make a big difference because bowler तो हावी होने वाले हैं क्योंकि ये बॉलर का पिच होगा और हमारे यहाँ जैसे दीप्ति शर्मा और स्नेह राणा जैसे अगर बॉलर्स हैं और ये लोग जब आते हैं और ऑफ कोर्स श्री चंडी यू कांट फॉरगेट these type of bowlers can make massive use of this type of pitch, which the ball also jumps off the pitch. If you saw a couple of deliveries that beat the batsmen, they couldn't do anything. I mean, it just came onto them, and it also spun. So I think it's difficult to play on these pitches. So your batting skills will have to be you have to be in top form as a batter on this pitch to if you want to win. And I think that's what made the difference with Nadine de Klerk. She was able to middle the ball, hit it out of the ground, which is why Bangalore won, which the earlier batsman could not do, but she did it.
Yeah, well, so an excellent match played yesterday. What a start to the season. So thank you to both of you, and we'll meet soon with the preview of the upcoming two matches today. Thank you. See you.
जहाँ जोश भी है, जहाँ होश भी है, जहाँ क्रिकेट है